Hey, this is Mark, and today I'm going to be doing a review of this Vevor swing out toolbox. And so this is a 2022 Ford F-150 that I did the installation on. Just finished it up, and I was going to talk you through some of the points on it. So I'll flip the camera around and show you. So again, this is a 2022 Ford F-150, and I wanted a toolbox that was built into kind of unused space because I'm constantly filling this up. And I have a toolbox that's one of the rolling DeWalt ones there in the back that I usually keep in the back, but it rolls around and I have to roll up the tonneau cover to get to it, so it's kind of a pain. This one I want something that could have all my most essential stuff right here. Every single truck needs a toolbox, and so find one that just works for you. But I wanted to talk you through a few things on this particular model. So this model is the Vevor, and this is for the passenger side. They make one also for the driver's side, but I have this electrical plug right here that I didn't want to cover up. And so it was pretty easy to install. Took me probably about 30 minutes or so. The biggest thing is just being in a calm location where people aren't bothering you to really be able to pay attention, but there's really not too much to it. So basically, the first thing that you'll do is you'll take out these two screws right here and then remove your tailgate. And so, you'll remove your tail light rather. And the reason that you do that is that you need to be able to get to the back so you can put the nuts on these. I think there's 3 bolts that go right here. So you take off the tail light, then you put on this bracket right here, and you can see the orientation. It's basically it's got little nubs that this sits down on top of. So that part is pretty straightforward. You tighten it up from the back side. You'll have to have pretty small hands to get in there in that little crevice where this nut actually goes, but it's not too bad. So this is the unit itself, and you can see it's off the ground. And to open it, you just pop that and it swings out, which I really like. Makes it really easy to get into. And here is what the inside looks like. See if I can get a good view down there. There's the parts that came with it. So it's pretty deep, I'd say probably about 18 inches. Then you have this little tray right here that removes, and a little cubby hole under that. So it's also lockable right there. So it comes with a lock for, I'll show you right there. That would be where your padlock would go if you wanted that on there. And then this is where the keyed lock would go as well. It gives you a key, so you can lock that if you want to. And it's just really handy little box to be able to keep all of your gear in. Let me see if I can get a better view in the bed. If you can see that bracket over there, that's really the only other thing. There's a hook point down on the bottom right that you can see it. I had to just turn that around. They say to remove it, but I didn't want to lose that part, so I just took it out and then removed it so it would be able to swing back fully. This bracket right here fits in the standard holes. Now, the model that I received seems like the hole placement was a little bit off, so I put in 2, and I'm going to get me some sheet metal screws to put in the other 2 locations, but it seems to be holding fine. And then that bracket down there on the bottom, let me see if I can go over here and show you a little closer. That comes loose right there. So what you'll need to do, I have mine on the lowest setting, and it basically just grasps onto that bar and locks into place. You can see kind of screws right here. That goes into the normal holes. I didn't have to drill anything. And then there's the closing latch. So all in all, I think it's a great product. It's some things you have to work through as far as the installation, like the holes not being in the right place for this particular one, but not a big deal at all, and that'll be easily fixed. I think for what the price is on this versus some competitors, I think it's a great value, and I'm really looking forward to using it. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and I think it's a great buy.